What does a meme that's probably too old to reference have to do with the way that education works? Hey everybody, my name is Gerard Dawson. This is the Gerard Dawson, and I will answer that question and try to explain how it relates to education entrepreneurs in just a few minutes for you today. The meme that I'm talking about is the one that says, "There's levels to this." You may have heard it or seen it spread around the internet, and one of the popular pictures is Peyton Manning making a funny face, holding his hand to the side, and the caption says, "There's levels to this." So I'm going to give you a little background, just a disclaimer. This is coming from a 31-year-old white guy who's usually the last to know about cultural references. But there was a rapper named Meek Mill, and he used the line in a song to talk about the way that his wealth basically gave him different experiences than others who are trying to fake it. He's on a different level, in other words. So when there's levels to this meme is used around the internet, it's often said with a little bit of intimidation or aggression or superiority or, of course, just sarcasm. But if you take out the negative tone, then it's actually a valuable principle for anyone who's trying to effectively communicate with folks in education. Whether it's teachers, parents, or school leaders, they always have different levels of awareness about the problem that you're trying to help them with. And some have different levels of awareness of the solution you're offering. So for example, let's say there's somebody named Principal Alvarez. She might know that she needs to, let's say, raise the quality of nonfiction resources that's used across the content areas in her school. We'll call it a middle school. So she's aware of the solution to something, but she's not ready to take the next step. Let's say there's another principal, maybe Principal Beverly. He might just start to see that his students' literacy scores are slowly going down, but he hasn't yet figured out which of the many factors, like the curriculum, for example, he can actually act on as the principal or somebody within as a decision maker. So in his case, he gets the problem, but he doesn't yet know how to solve it. We'll take a third principal. Let's call him Principal DeMayo. He might be switching between tabs on his computer after watching a couple of demos from maybe you and a competitor, and he's deciding which option he's going to order, where he's going to spend his budget. So he's aware of the actual product. He's beyond the problem, beyond the solution, and he knows about the product. But he's still deciding on the best option. So that's why there's levels to this is an important thing for education entrepreneurs to remember. Because even within those different ways that the sales process, we'll say, breaks down, then you're going to have different levels of general pedagogical knowledge, willingness to innovate, and even overall engagement in their job and in their school between teachers and school leaders. So you can eventually reach people at different levels with your articles, your emails, your ads. However, each time you're sharing a message, you should know that you're sharing it with somebody at a particular level, and you should be sharing with them at the right way at the right time. If you talk over their heads, they'll be confused. And if you talk down to them, they might get impatient, and they even might get angry. So, with all that said, one advantage that I can offer you is an understanding of the mindset that teachers, parents, and school leaders have when they're facing specific problems. So this can help you to use the right angle or the right voice to do what you're trying to do. And why I'm doing this is the same reason you're doing this, and that's to try to maximize the positive impact you can make on schools and families. So if you want to get started with doing this, you can go over to theedtechshop.com and sign up for the free copywriting course I have called the 5-Day Copy Fix. If you drop your email in there and you sign up and get lesson 1 immediately, write back to me, tell me who you are, what you're working on. I'd love to talk to you. So just remember, there's levels to this. And until next time, my name is Gerard Dawson. This is the Gerard Dawson Podcast. Thanks for listening.